Hey folks, how's it going? So check out Christine's hammock. She's the Cambodian jungle hammock, all set up and ready to go. Hers is there, mine is over there. Mine's a ProTech design, 2-person, 12-footer. It's a huge hammock. Very comfortable to sleep in though. But this is our campsite for the night. I'll show you some other stuff. Let's take a walk down to the shore there, Christine, and we'll show everybody where we're at. This is down here at Spencer's Point, but this is a little cove that runs in and around. There's a big old bank, but all kinds of firewood out there if we want to go get some. But a pretty cool view. It's going to be a good trip. It's just an overnighter. Beautiful spot though. Very, very windy today, isn't it? Get cool shades. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a new motorcycle. That's a far cry from the old 250 I was driving. Yep, she's a nice bike. I like her very much. 2009. She works good. Okay, we're going back to set up camp. Anyway, talk to you all later. So what we're doing is processing, there's an old dead one on the ground. So we're processing this for the firewood. She's doing it with the saw. I got the axe, I got one over there that I'm doing. I'll chop it up and that'll give us enough. Between the two, once this here is cut, she cuts it back and gets all the limbs off it. I will chop it in two with the axe, about 4 feet long. That'll give me 2 big burning sticks. That's the same as this. I'll cut about a 4-foot piece off of it. Once I'm done processing that, should be good to go. So I'm processing up this one. I've already cut a chunk off of it. Probably should have started from the other end, but it makes no difference. I'll cut this across here. Power saw would be a lot easier. There's our pile so far. Bigger than mine. Be prepared, folks. This is the redneck ingenuity here, firsthand. This here's the bathroom. They cut a hole in the stump. It's kind of gross. We won't show you down there, but you just sit on that and have a big old poopy or whatever you need to do. Dandy outhouse, isn't it? Yeah. Sit on it and show them how it works. Yeah, there it is. First class right there. Not so high class, but definitely first class. A bit of chopping, I guess. Watch your eyeballs, jeepers.
Eyeballs.
Yeah, pretty dangerous. Oh,
That's dangerous.
pretty dangerous.
Compared to?
Compared to not losing your eye? That's what it's compared to. Anybody for some wilderness applesauce? I think I will make some. Yep. This one too. The apples on these trees are just full. I mean, they're not bad. Little small, tiny apples. They're not very big, but they're actually pretty tasty. Yummy. Good stuff.
Alright.
Christine's got the base for it, some birch bark. And of course I got the top layer in here. That'll be enough once we get her going. Start her up. A few more pieces to put on there and we'll be good to go. We're not going to start the fire right now, but we'll show it after a bit. We're going to go scope out and see if we can't find some water, some fresh water, because we're near the salt. So we got a collapsible 5-gallon bucket. I'll show it to you in a minute. I bet you guys can't tell me what color the new water jug is, can you? Come on, everybody guess. Haha, it's white with a red top.
Oh. Holy crap, Robert.
Oh, that's kind of cool, eh? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Okay. It goes way in the back.
How far?
I don't know, a ways.
Crazy big stump. It is in a big bank. Cool.
Must have washed away all the back.
Probably.
Look, it's all freaking like, look.
Sandstone, just erosion. No. Go ahead. No. You got to direct the spark right into the birch part. Here. Do it harder.
I don't see them. See, you're right good on it. All I can do is harder.
Push on it hard, that's all you got to do.
See what you're saying.
Now from there, you can get the rest going. And I'm going to go get that block of wood. Okay?
Okey-doke.
Okay. This is what we're having. We're having beans and franks and rice. Some spiced rice. Colors too if we wanted to. Yummy. Okay, this boils on and put the rice in. Rice and dehydrated potatoes are cooking great. Looks friggin' yummy. I wish you could smell it. Gosh, it smells good. My trusty old military can opener. It's the bomb. This is the small one. The big ones, they ain't as good. The metal in them isn't as good. They don't work near as good as these ones do. Beans and wieners in a can. Yummy. Beans and franks. Well, them don't look so bad. Look at them. Look pretty tasty actually. Tripod's working out excellent. That little stick-on one, I'm so impressed with how it works. So I got two of them cooking, took off the windscreen so that it's blowing around and not cooking my rice as fast. It's not forcing all the heat up. So it's kind of like a simmer mode. And heat's not as intense. It's the same as this. Got this on here too. On the other one. Tomato, but it'd be better if it was molasses, but it's not, so really can't complain. There's the end result. Beans and wieners and rice with a hint of garlic. A real big hint of garlic. We could boil them in that let's see what Christine's going to try to cook her crabs. Oh, that one didn't quite get away.
Is he cooking?
Yeah, he's cooking. But he didn't know where to go, right? He's absolutely cooking.
Alright, let's try the big one. Oh!
He fell in the fire.
How am I going to fix that?
We're going to have to scoop him out. Scoop him out with a spoon. Here. Oh. Little dirt won't make him taste too bad. Here, give me a spoon to put him on. Come on, a spoon. And he crawled right into the fire. They don't know what to do. Ooh, them ones are cooking good.
If you had to.
Well, that's how you cook crabs. Right there. Redneck style. So, this here is one of the crabs. Cooked because he changed colors like a lobster. It turned orange. I'd say he was done. It smells just like cooked lobster. That's exactly what it smells like. But you can see the protein in definitely meat inside of it. I think you just eat shell and all. Probably be the best bet. But that's definitely meat. Right there. That chunk's meat. Let me try this bigger one here. See what we get out of him. You know, there's a fair amount of meat in these, eh? Yeah, come and see. And they smell just like lobster. Just like lobster. Look at the chunk of meat in that guy right there. Let's see what it tastes like. Tastes just like lobster.
You ate it?
Yep. Oh, that's meat right there. So's that.
They smell like lobster.
Smell just like lobster. Identical to lobster.
Well, why did you eat it? I don't eat it.
Well, to see what it tastes like. There's not enough. I never ate enough that would bother you, I don't think, but
That's crazy.
that's all meat.
At least you wouldn't starve to death, Robert.
No. No, you could definitely eat that, and I mean, there's probably enough protein in that with shells and all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep you alive. Better than eating bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely better than eating bugs. I'm going to try to eat a couple of legs here and see what it tastes like.
Oh, Robert, don't do it.
That's not so bad.
Eat more stuff?
Yep. Taste it.
No way.
Just take a little piece of that and eat it. Chew it up. Chew it up. Come on, dude, do it. That's not so bad.
I've eaten worse things.
Oh, yeah. That damn tomato, that beans and wieners tasted worse than that. And I eat like a whole cup full of that. Of course, if I had a cup full of those, I don't know how I'd feel about it. Be careful of the brains.
That's crazy.
Fall ahead to, you could definitely eat it.
Yeah, it's all meat right there.
What are you saying?
I didn't need any tools. All I did was lift up rocks until I found enough and filled up a container and then just brought them back. And I didn't have any tools at all. I just put them on top of this rock, which I put on top of the fire.
Yep. So all you'd need is a fire going, and probably if you had to, you could probably eat them raw. Right? Come right down to it. And I mean, how much energy did you see you exert walking and eating them? And I mean, there's probably enough protein there. I mean, what would it take you? Wouldn't even been an hour to do it, eh?
Yeah, no, not even an hour.
Not even an hour.
And I just picked them up. All I did was flip up rocks. I didn't actually do anything to get them.
Yep.
They're just in the little pools under the rocks, and you just flick them into the container. That's all I did. Okay, so the big one got me once, but...
Bitter, yeah. Well, bitter once, but that's nothing. That's funny.
I'll survive. It just sucked.
We're going to open the big one and see how much
Meat is actually in it.
meat is in this guy.
Half of his legs are falling off.
Come on over this side and do it. Split him open.
Alright. Well, first there's a little bit of dirt on him, which we'll try not to deal with. I don't know if he's fully cooked, Robert. See what I mean?
Oh, he's not by the looks of him. No, I wouldn't say he was fully cooked. He's not completely orange either. He took a little bit longer to cook. But it's still a fair amount of meat in him when you open them up.
Yeah, like look, you got to think all of that. There would
Yeah.
all be meat. This would all be meat.
Yeah.
The only part you couldn't eat would be this part, right?
And I mean, if you could get a big one.
And literally, like, you wouldn't have to know anything. You can literally just pull off his legs and the meat with it.
Yeah, that's right.
And everything else, just toss, right?
And could you imagine if you got a big one of them?
Yeah, well, see, all of this part would technically be edible. You'd only be pulling off that part, right?
That's right.
And it doesn't take any skill. You're just pulling out his brain part.
That's right. Pull out his brain part and just leave it.
And then just eat the rest. As long as you're not eating anything green,
That's right. Shell and all.
you're pretty much safe. The shell just pretty much crumbles up once you freaking cook it anyway.
Shell's good protein anyway. I'd
Yeah.
say probably lots of calcium and stuff in it, eh?
Yeah.
I'm going to cook some apples. Right on here. And then mush them up with a little bit of sugar for applesauce. They'll be good to go. Ooh, it's hot, watch it. Hey folks, how's it going? It's morning time. I'm just having my first coffee of the day. Just boiling it up there. Hello folks, how you doing? It's day 2. Anyway, we're out here. I'm gonna have some coffee and I'm gonna have some coffee. That's what I'm gonna do. Wake up.